Hello guys, I hope everyone doing well today. This is like a long-term review for my GSA 1300. The bike is now 8,000 kilometers. As you can see on my videos, I just back for my Europe trip. Basically I drive on the Italy, uh, Austria, Slovenia and Croatia. I drive most part on the Alps, on those first three countries, and just a short pass in Croatia. Then I also went to Venice, to Florence, to Pisa, to Genova, and then back into Milan again. How's the bike after 8,000? I mean, as we should be expecting for a bike costing a lot, same as this, no issues at all. Everything handling perfect. Even the tires, this is the N keys with 8,000 kilometers. They still have some rubber. I think probably they will last like, I don't know, 12, 13,000. My thoughts about the bike, so I can review it longly. I had a feeling, I don't know why, but I think this seat, it's harder than the previous one, because I drove many days on the road, and I did that with my previous GSA. And I don't know if it is from me, but I feel much more pain with this seat than with the previous seats. I don't know what you think, and it feels hard a little bit, but I feel it in my body after many kilometers. For the rest, yeah, everything handled perfect. It's as we should be expecting for a bike costing as much as this. As you guys can see, I have an aftermarket top case because BMW did not get my top case yet, and I had to get this one on mid-April because I was going to have a trip to the northern Spain in the early May, so I really need a top case. So I get this one from AliExpress. I think it costs like 80 or 90 euros or something like that. So top case, it's around I don't know, almost 5,000 kilometers, something like that, and it's for an 80 euro top case. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's too much good, in fact. The adapter on the top case I could not fit on the original BMW rack, so I have to make this plate for adapt. It's not perfect, it's not finished, I know, but this is just temporary until I get my BMW top case. I don't know when, it's even if it's going to be this year or something like that. This one, the locking mechanism, I think this is similar to the SW Motec system, and even on the inside it came with this covering on the inside. It's quite cool, and also with some elastics to hold some cargo over here. This is the 42 liters model. They have several sizes. They have 32, 48, 42, 56 or 58, and I see one that's 60 liters. So the suspension itself, another thing that I want to speak about. This one is slightly better than the other one, especially when I drove some roads on the Dolomites. There was a time I pushed it a little bit hard more, and this bike under braking, and even how the suspension get the reading of the road. Yeah, I think this is a big improvement. Now I can say this, a big improvement from the previous one. The front protection, especially for highway, much better. Even this was like a slightly problematic, because when I leave Slovenia to Venice, and especially to Florence, there was a time that I think I get around 40 degrees over there, so it was quite hot, and I was on the inter gear because I was preparing on the Alps, don't know. Even in the summer it can be quite cold. But when I get really hot weather, yeah, it protects, but for summer I wish to have a shorter windscreen. This is great for winter, but not so much for the summer. Hands protections, it protects you perfect. The trip itself, okay, it was a mix of twisty roads, highway, me, my wife, and a lot of load on the bike. The fuel consumption end up with, let me show you guys in here. Yeah, this was from the trip itself. The trip was 2,754. I reset the bike in Milan, and this ended with a fuel consumption of 5.1 liters. I mean, fully loaded, a bike heavy like this, I think it's too much good, this fuel consumption, yeah. In fact. The Shiggy itself never failed, never had any jam, and never had to reboot it or something like that. Always, never lose the connection with the iPhone. Always run perfectly. So this is an excellent device. About software, it's much better than the Caproride, because the Caproride sometimes I have to boot it, or I have to make like a hard reset because it simply stopped working. You guys can check some. I was still going to upload some more videos. You guys can check the rest of the videos that I upload, especially on the Stelvio Pass and the Dolomite. I upload a couple of them. The braking handle perfect. The tires, I get some snowy conditions, especially on the first day. Rain, I get rain on the first and the second day. About the tires, I cannot complain. Even they are still noisy on the highway, but the grip of the tires, yeah, just perfect with everything. Just small issue that I had with this bike, like going to traffic. Yeah, it's complicated, especially when I drive in Florence. The roads, they are very narrow. It's very similar to some roads in Portugal, and these extenders on the crash bars. And the side cases, they go a little bit outside this, so it makes your life, like I said before, makes your life a little bit harder when you go on the traffic. And like I said, it was around 40 degrees over, and I just wanted to go out of the city and drive, and I was stuck almost like a car inside the city, and they have traffic jam a lot. I used the radiator bags. They were not from order from AliExpress as well. I just remove it now. I don't need them to drive over here. Yeah, I carry a lot of stuff. They are quite useful because you can carry like things like spare gloves or raincoats. Even raincoats I'm carrying on these ones right now. Or whatever you need to carry, just take them over there. It's quite useful. Tank bag. Yeah, it was the first big trip that I did not use a tank bag. Normally I use tank bag. I like to take in here like cell phones, wallets, cameras, power banks, batteries, but like I told you, this BMW tank bag, it's, at least for me, it disturbs my driving a little bit, especially some roads like in the Stelvio Pass that you have to lean to the front. Yeah, and this one doesn't make your life easier. It disturbs you that it's too much tall and too much close to you. I'm a little bit regret of buying that tank bag. For the rest, yeah, I think after 8,000, I'm 100% sure that I make the right decision in switching my previous 1250 GSA for this one, because yeah, it's even with this 2 or 3 downsizes, it's a big improvement. So you guys can enjoy the videos that I loaded over there, and I was still going to load a couple of more. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, you guys drive safely and enjoy your day. Bye bye.